Good morning. A warm welcome to Power Talk, which is a series where we invite a guest who enlightens us with their wisdom. So it's just part of our Power of Pages book club. Today we are really excited and happy to have among us Fazela Hozefa. Fazela is a senior physiotherapist at Al Hana Modern Medical Center in Dubai. She's also a sound healer. Thank you so much, Fazela, for being with us today.
Thank you.
So a brief introduction about Fazela. Fazela has been in the UAE since 2010. She specializes in treating musculoskeletal disorders, women's health issues, chronic pain issues, sports injuries, post-surgical rehabilitation. And she is very passionate about ergonomics and posture, for which she has been making informative videos through her social media page, Stretch, Align, Move by Fazela. And a few years ago, she embarked on a journey of sound healing, and she has very recently started her own platform called Mind Body Therapy, which combines diet, exercise and mental well-being. She's in her own personal life, she's quite a fitness buff. She does cycling, badminton, yoga, Pilates, meditation, a lot of things. And she's a very compassionate healthcare professional who's really invested in our patients' health, for which I can vouch for that because I have been with Fazela for a long time, you know. So we're really grateful to Fazela for taking out time from her schedule to come here and be with us. So I want to ask you, Fazela, that is it true that women suffer more from bone and muscle health ailments?
So see, both men and women do suffer from bone and muscle issues, but the difference comes because of our hormones that we as women have, the dominant hormone that we have. So what happens is, for women after 30s, so around mid 30s and all, the bone density starts reducing. Okay, why it reduces? Because we are approaching our menopause. So the estrogen hormone starts depleting, and that hormone has a very powerful impact on the muscle density, on the bone density especially. So what happens is, usually we tell women to at least start some strength training. Strength training means which combines things like squatting, some weightlifting and activities like that to maintain their bone health for a longer period of time. Otherwise, we as women, we have a tendency of getting osteoporosis very quickly. So that is the difference between the men and women. Even men does have all these issues, but for them it starts later on. So maybe after 50s or 60s it starts. But for women, yes, because of their testosterone hormone, we don't have that much testosterone in the body as compared to the estrogen, because we as females, we need the other hormones more. Okay, so that is the difference between man and woman. Otherwise, both of them do suffer. And keeping in mind our recent lifestyle, there is no bar, as in me in college, what I had learned was, this is the age group where they start having arthritis and things like that. Now there is no bar. I see people in their 30s also having cervical issue, back issues, knee issues and all. Yeah.
So what is the role of physiotherapy during a woman's reproductive stage, before she conceives, during her pregnancy, post-pregnancy and during menopause?
The earlier times what was happening is, we were quite active otherwise also, like you see our parents and our grandparents and all. So at that time the concept of doing exercises and all were not there during pregnancy especially. Now it has evolved from the last few years. Why? Because now we see that the sedentary lifestyle is more. Earlier the women were conceiving at an early age, but now due to chasing the career and the professional and the personal, balancing those things, we are shifting that bar, right? So maybe earlier if it was happening 20, 25, now it is happening 30, 35. So that is why this concept of exercising is very important during these stages. During pregnancy, before pregnancy, because now the hormonal issues are so much. So they need exercising, healthy nutrition and a proper mindset to conceive also. So that's when the role of exercise is there before pregnancy also, when you are planning, when you are in that conceiving stage, when you are in the planning stage, during pregnancy also, right? Because as the age bar has shifted, the problems that women face during pregnancy also have increased. Like they'll end up into gestational diabetes, pregnancy induced hypertension, or any other related conditions. So that's why the doctors are more promoting that you have to exercise during all that 9 months, and even post pregnancy. Okay, why? Because the reason is we are all staying now in a neutral family as compared to the earlier times. So everything comes on the lady, balancing her career again. She has to start work, she has to handle the child, she has to handle the family. So then where is the time to take care of own self? So that's when they come. For example, for me, I see more women coming post pregnancy with back pain, with neck pain, with the diastasis recti, with pelvic floor issues. So this is the reason, because they don't get the rest like how we used to have in our times before. So that's why in this reproductive stage, or when you're planning your pregnancy, post pregnancy, or even in menopause, exercises does play a very important role. Our lifestyle, everything backs to our lifestyle only, because we are more into sedentary lifestyle. So that leads to the density of the bone reducing faster. And when it is reducing, menopause, osteoporosis is what? The density starts reducing. The girth of the bone starts reducing. It starts becoming soft.
Mentioned about sedentary lifestyle. So my next question was that, that a lot of people now don't have such an active lifestyle. They watch a lot of television. They have accessing digital mediums, even children. So you are very passionate about ergonomics, So what is the posture? What is the right posture for all of this,
Okay. So again, I link it back to the earlier times, because earlier we were moving much more than what we are doing right now. Right now everything is at our fingertips. So we hardly, if you have that Fitbit with you, you just check in your routine life how many steps you must be taking. Hardly 3,000, 4,000 steps. So that's why this concept of 10,000, it has to be there. Otherwise that is the basic thing. Walking is the basic thing that we should be doing. So because of that sedentary lifestyle, what is happening is, it is not just affecting our, let's say, the spine, because we are more sitting. Sedentary means we are more sitting. Jobs are sitting on the computer most of the time. So always your posture is like this. So that's why I'm telling you that even in 20s and early 30s, I see patients with neck issues, back issues, shoulder issues, is because of their sedentary lifestyle, plus not having that kind of physical activity otherwise also. Yes.
What's the right posture? What's the right posture when you are accessing your mobile? That's a lot of people use a mobile,
See, I will just make you go through some basic points of posture, and then those concepts you apply in anything that you are doing. Whether you are standing, sitting, using your phone, reading, or sleeping, you have to have these things in mind. Okay, so the first thing is, you all can sit so that you can do with me. So first thing is your back straight. Okay, now imagine I'm giving you a crown on your head. Okay, so you have to balance that crown all the time. How will you balance? By keeping your head in the center. So for example, if I see you, ma'am, your head was like this when you were talking with me, but as soon as I told you that you have to balance the crown, it immediately went in the center. So that is the basic rule. It has to be in between your shoulders, so not tilted on one side. I'll come back to it. The second thing you have to take care is your chin. Okay, so imagine, make a fist, put it at your throat. Okay, and now what you have to do is, just this part of the chin you have to try to touch. Okay, now don't go too much down. Don't go too much down like this, because this is not practical. So what I am just trying to show you is that most of the time our head is either like this poked, because we are using our phone or seeing our computer, right? Or it is like this, because we are reading something or using our phone. So just to keep that in mind, the crown has to be there on the head and the chin has to be tucked in. So tucked in doesn't mean you have to press like this and show your double chin. It's just that the chin is parallel to the ground, like this. Okay? So you make a fist. So if this is your throat, you just keep it little above it. Yes, exactly. And you just put your chin little down. That's it. Okay? The third thing is your collarbone. So the collarbone has to be smiling, not laughing. So laughing means the military posture, so that nobody will do, right? So we have to just make it smile. That's it. Okay, now do these 3 things together. When you do this 3 things together, your back will be automatically straight. Yeah, so when you keep on moving and correcting your posture, you are balancing everything. Then you will not sag. Chair pe bhi when you sit, only after 20 to 30 minutes you will start changing your legs. That is the way the body tells you that I am done, now you have to get up. So just understand those cues, like when you are working in the kitchen. Okay, if in case you have to stand for a long time in the kitchen, right? I know right now when I will say, you will say that is not practical, but I do that in my house. So what I do is, if I have to stand for a long time, I keep a small box or a small stool so that I can keep my leg on it. So I will keep on changing my leg on it. So if I have to show you, so it will be something like this. If I am standing, I will just keep on putting my legs on it. So I am just relieving the pressure from my back.
So what's a small, simple daily routine for a woman, a healthy routine that they can follow?
Okay, so before that I would like to ask you all, what is your routine? It is a combination of exercise, nutrition, sleep, and how do you manage your mental health, right? Now exercise, I'll tell you, see, the easiest way people will tell you to start exercising is walking, and it is easy also. There is no equipment, nothing is required, but walking is the basic thing you can do for yourself. That is not enough. Okay, you have to step up little bit to increase the load on the body. Okay, some women come to me and they say that we do all our household work. So then I ask them, in that household work, do you feel like you are sweating or you are feeling tired? No, it doesn't happen, because we are used to doing that amount of work. How do you, so the body gets used to that kind of work, but how will it grow? You have to put some action to it. You have to put some resistance. You have to, जैसे हम कैसे bored हो जाते हैं ना, we get bored very easily with small things. So even the body is the same. It will relax. I don't want to grow, because we are not giving it that kind of input. So that's why along with walking, what you can do is have some weights in the hand. Do little squats. Whenever you see a bench, you just sit for 10 times. Sit, stand, and then do your walking. So like that you can pump up even the walking part. For those who say that, okay, I don't have time to go to the gym, but I do walking. So for them, this is the option that they can do. So exercising at least 30 to 40 minutes. That is the minimum we can do for ourselves. Okay. Nutrition, we all usually have home cooked food only. But in that also, the protein content has to be there. In every meal, there should be some protein content to it. So it should not be only like we are having roti and chapati and sabzi. So in the sabzi also, it should be something which has protein in it. Have some fiber in it, like your salads. Have a habit. If you are even not liking of having salads and all, start having one thing. At least in one meal, start putting it.
So that is my next question, that how did you start your journey into sound healing? What is sound healing and what are its benefits?
So I basically started why sound meditation because a few years, it has been I think 4 to 5 years after I delivered that I was diagnosed with endometriosis. Okay, now my doctor is telling that you have a very good healthy lifestyle, and also they put me on some medications, but it was not helping me. So I said I have to find a solution for it, because I believe in the emotional pain. I believe in holicism. So it's not that I will only take medicine and leave the rest of the thing, because that is what I promote to my patients also. That all the aspects has to be there for you to heal. So then, one of my patients suggested me that we are having this sound meditation session. Why don't you just come? So I went once and I really felt so connected in the first session itself. Then I kept on going till I decided that no, this is a channel which can help me also and help the patients also that are coming to me. That's when I landed up doing sound meditation. So the basic concept of sound meditation is, it helps in, for example, if I have to explain to you very in an easy term, is during your sleep, there are different phases of sleep, right? So when you start sleeping, there is a phase that you are still awake. Okay, you know the surrounding, what is happening. The second phase is where you are going into a deep sleep, but still you are aware. So, for example, if somebody wakes you or calls your name, you will respond. Okay, and the third stage is your deep sleep, right? So there is a beta state, which is your alert state, and then you shift to the alpha and then a deeper state. So this helps in activating that alpha state. And alpha state and the deeper state, why it is important is to start the self-healing mechanism of the body. The body is very smart. It has the self-healing mechanism. That is why sleep is promoted, that you have to sleep. Either 4 hours, 6 hours, whatever your body manage. Like for me, I have to have 7 hours of sleep. For my husband, it is okay even if he sleeps for 4 hours. Okay? So like that. So in that deep sleep, the self-healing mechanism starts. And when that self-healing mechanism starts, the body will identify where it needs the healing to happen. It will send the blood over there and it will heal that part. That's why you must have noticed, or not now notice it. When you get up in middle of the night, no, you will have some kind of pains, maybe in the neck or back and all. But when you get up in the morning, that pain goes away. That's because the body is working to heal that part. The same thing we create through sound meditation. So when you do that, you go in that state and the healing mechanism starts, and during the sound meditation session, you will feel certain parts of the body are getting heavy, or you just start having some kind of pain which was not there before. But as soon as the session is done, you sit up, 10 minutes, that pain will be gone. So that's how it has helped me. I am not saying that my endometriosis has gone away. No, the perspective to the problem has changed.
I would like to conclude now, and it's been, I mean, we can keep on talking, I think, but we have a time constraint. So thank you so much, Fazela. It was such a beautiful, lovely introduction to so many things. I'm sure all of us are wiser today. So thank you so much for that.
Thank you so much for giving me your ears. Thank you so much.